All right, we're live. Oh gosh, the music's still kind of loud. Someone check the stream real quick. See if the sound is loud.
I mean, you haven't even started on YouTube.
It should take a moment. It's always like 30 seconds behind. Sound is good. Okay. Oh, hey, Hector. It's been a while.
Hi, Hector.
But anyway, we're live. Welcome back to Stonewalkers. We got some interesting things, and if you couldn't tell from last session, yes, the start is very different than how it's supposed to go in the books. We started from Bridge 9, so some things had to be changed, and there will be more changes, and you will like it. Also, this would just mean that there'll be some things actually fresh when you play the game for yourself. So now we will be missing Baranor this week, which is very unfortunate because a lot is going to happen, but we'll have to keep moving on.
Slug, you gotta really drag at this fight. You can make the fight interesting for a few hours, right?
We need at least 30 ums and ahs per sentence.
Please, no.
Cameron, I don't, can't, I could maybe, do that. Sorry, I just gotta add these dice rolls together. What's my modifier? Hold on, there's math. How does that work?
We got you, Cam. We won't let the story go too far forward.
I'm gonna go ask ChatGPT. You
You saw how long we went without killing that deer. We can do it.
Not gonna lie, it's not having pre-existing knowledge of the universe makes it kind of hard to follow sometimes, but it's really interesting following you guys. Well, yeah, I mean, to be fair, we're really getting into the nerdy aspects of it. But I will say it's not that different than if you were just getting into fantasy, like, in general for the first time, you know?
He's just ignoring us. Just fucked up.
What? Anyway, so what happened last time? Baranor and Circle managed to get purchased out of their slavery for working as bridge crew. With your new found freedom, y'all decided to look for any opportunities that might come your way, and decided to take a work for a Sergeant LR under the request of Borden to head out into the plateaus and look for any Parshendi, because LR was sure the Parshendi were planning some kind of raid on the war camps. And to many people's surprise, there actually were Parshendi out there. Though, as the fates seem to have intertwined, whether it's through Paris's desire to find an excuse to go MIA out in the field, or for Satal to find a way out of Sadius's army, y'all managed to end up on the same mission. Satal, unfortunately, was called away by LR as his group was incompetent and couldn't find any tracks, splitting the group into two sections. Now, I wasn't given a map because that's not how it's supposed to go, so just imagine that this little corner over here is just a whole nother map. We're good at using our imagination, right, Internet?
The screen can't.
I'm actually completely mind
That other
blind, Cam.
corner.
This is,
Mind blind. I have aphantasia. So,
I do have aphantasia.
sucks to be you.
You
I
sure
have the
this isn't
reverse of aphantasia. I can vividly imagine things.
messed up?
He lagged so hard there. What the fuck? That was funny.
But all that in mind, we The
I can't
combat is
believe
going
this.
pretty good. You've gotten down to only 2 of the Parshendi out here on the plateau. Though for
I would theater
Satal...
of the mind beat you up if I
Sorry?
could.
You're hearing fucking echoes of the past, Cameron.
Really?
Yes.
That's... I don't know how we'll fix that, so... Good luck, I suppose. Bitter will just have to think into the future.
But what if you closed your 40,000 tabs?
I don't have 40,000 tabs open.
Oh my god, that actually came fairly quickly.
Because he closes 40,000 tabs.
He didn't. But you know, if you close a tab group, it saves it so that like you can reopen it later.
I know how Google Chrome.
Well, Circle's computer seems to be dying today, which is unfortunate. Anyway, Satal, with LR's group, got cornered by some Parshendi, and while one was managed to be defeated, Satal now needs to face off with 2 Parshendi warriors, as LR and the 2 other fresh recruits are heavily injured and are going to be of no aid. So, everyone's in the combat tracker. Let's go ahead, decide of the players who's going to act quick.
Going slow, baby.
And I'll be operating for Baranor.
Slow also.
Okie dokie. No players want to go fast? Satal, you are currently also in the initiatives.
I'm aware. I don't know. I feel like I should, but 'cause I don't know what I. No, I should go slow. I go slow.
Okie dokie. All right. Enemies go fast. Where's the other warform up here?
It's number 4.
Number 3. Pick number 3, my lord.
Okay. I don't know why this song is super quiet. All right, starting off with the Parshendi archer over here. I'm sorry, Paris. They're bringing out the mace.
All right. Remember, I embraced.
They are first going to agilely bound around you to try to gain an advantage on you. This will be against your physical defense.
Ooh, that looks...
That is a success.
So straight roll.
Straight roll. Here comes the mace. Ooh, all right. Rushing this Parshendi has caused them to act too hastily. They swing with little regard for their grip, causing their weapon to careen out of their hands and into a large puddle of storm water. They are now without a mace. All right. Well, that was very lucky for you.
Yes. I think this is the second natural one that they rolled against her.
I think so. You really got the jump on them. They were not ready for Paris. All right. The two the two Parshendi warriors up here with Satal are now going to use their advantage in numbers to try to beat you down as quickly as possible. So, we'll start with number 5. What's martial experience? Oh my god, I didn't know they could do that. That's unfortunate for Satal. That I learned that just now.
My man.
Alright, they're going to strike you twice, because they can.
This is sexism.
Okay, that hits. And then they're going to strike again with their axe. That super hits. All right. And now this one up here, Warform or Parshendi 4 is also going to attack twice. Oh, that's a miss.
Preferred. Yeah.
And
let's go.
another miss. All right. So Satal, you're facing off against one of the Parshendi to the best of your ability, parrying their blows, while the other one flanks you, dealing you some devastating hits. All right. Now, slow players. Whoever wants to go first.
I could have a go.
Okay. Go
Hell
ahead,
yeah.
Paris.
Kind of watching their movements and them, like, definitely, like, rushing and overextending. I'd like to kind of, like, insight them and see if I can place area where I think they're going to move.
Okay. So you like to use insight for gain advantage?
Yes.
Okay. Make sure you target them. Thank you. This will be against their cognitive defense.
Pretty decent.
That is a success. You gain advantage on your next action against them.
Hell yeah. We're going to stab.
Okay.
Click that for advantage. Yeah. Okay.
Oh. That's so unfortunate.
Well, that sucks. But it is what it is. And we brace.
Okay. You were able to guess where they were about to be, but the Parshendi is so just inhumanly agile and avoids your blow. All right, next.
I can go.
Okay.
All right. I want to use Flame Stance so bad. I have to.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, you don't get the biggest benefit of it because you have allies within range.
Oh, my bad. Never mind. I will thwack.
Okay. You gotta target them. You didn't target them.
Ooh, I'm sorry.
That will hit, though. All right. A accurate blow. You strike the Parshendi, dealing a pretty... Whoop. That's Satal. Why is... I don't have you selected.
What the fuck?
This happened last time, too. Is that going to do Satal?
You have me
It is.
targeted.
Cam hates you.
Oh, it's the targeting. That's what it is. Yeah, you're right. You're right. There it is. All right. quite the devastating blow as you slash into the Parshendi with your great sword, cleaving a good amount through their hardened carapace armor. You have 2 actions.
All right, I'll hit him again, but this time I promise I have him targeted.
You cannot. You can only strike
Shit.
with a weapon once, or 1 weapon per hand.
Oops, my bad. I'll recover. Why not?
That's a good action take.
Oh, damn it. I forgot it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, I think you just gotta roll the die.
Yeah, it's a D8.
Four. Okay. All right. Who's next?
I'll go.
Okay.
So I just infused myself. I just breathed in.
You have investiture.
I will start with enhance.
Okay. And I believe what you'll need to do is you'll need to go to your active effects and turn on both of your enhance effects. There you go.
Cool. And then I would like to use an action or use a skill. Let's see.
Okay.
Maybe this is gain advantage.
Yeah, gain advantage if you're trying to gain advantage.
Yeah. So I want to try and use cohesion to, while the soldier over here is fighting with this guy as he gets hit by the rapier, the the rock underneath his feet just softens and shifts to disrupt his footing to try and get him off balance so I can get a good hit in.
Okay. Go ahead. This would be a cohesion against their physical defense. That is a success.
Nice. And then I'm going to punch him in his face.
All right, go ahead and punch him in the face.
No.
Oh, you have advantage.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. How to
If
do
you
that on
highlight
the
your
roll.
skill tests, it'll pop up on the right hand side there. So if you hover the 12, you'll see like dice on the left and right sides. There you go. Well, that's unfortunate.
Oh, that sucks.
The Parshendi slipping around slips a little more than you expected and ducks your blow unintentionally. All right. That is the end of your turn. Don't forget to hop over to the combat encounters to hit your little hourglasses to end your turns. All right, we'll have Baranor go next. Baranor, watching this guy, is going to wait for the right moment and use deduction to gain an advantage. Okay, he succeeds, and then he comes in for a strike with his longsword. Oh, I didn't have advantage, but I didn't need to. And in fact, I can apply advantage to the damage die, which I don't think I want to. Might as well go for a crit then. It was! Okay.
Ooh.
All right, let's see. Do I want 2 points of damage? Oh, no, actually, it'd be way more. There we go. Crit damage. All right, Baranor comes in, waiting for the right moment, strikes the Parshendi straight in the back, dealing a devastating blow and nearly felling it. With that, Baranor preps up is going to prep up a roundhouse kick and is going to spend 2 focus to do a additional kick. And he succeeds. Oh my god, Baranor, you badass. He winds up a roundhouse kick and clocks the Parshendi in the head, dealing... Oh, wait, is that enough? I can't tell. It is dealing enough to knock it unconscious and allowing for a finishing blow. All right, Baranor. All right, then we fly over to Satal.
Satal, standing there, beaten and fucked by that one Parshendi. Her comrade's on the ground behind her. She feels a call. The urge. The words. Before she can really think about it, she whispers out, "Life before death." Yet in the back of her mind, screaming, "No!" Whispers again, a little louder. "Strength before weakness." Back in her mind, "They betrayed us!" Before speaking, "Journey before destination!" She is awash with white light.
You hear a large, thunderous voice. These words are accepted.
Feeling surge of power within her. Targeting the one that hit me, which was...
It was 5 at the bottom on there.
And I have to go through and activate everything.
No, when you fill the last pip... Oh. Yeah, you have to reduce your adhesion and your gravitation by 1. Because when you finish the goal, it automatically enhances you and does all the stuff.
Oh.
They should be 1 pip in both. There you go.
Okay.
And you should already have... Oh no, why are your enhanced effects not on? Did you turn them off?
No.
Weird. Oh, and click your Radiant
know.
Vesture too.
Or no, I'm this enhanced. I'm not this enhanced. Right?
No, it's those as well.
Oh. I thought that was from the enhance ability. I gain the enhanced.
You do, but
But
when you speak the words for the
Oh.
first time, you're automatically enhanced, which gives you
Oh.
both of those.
okay.
So you can turn those both back on.
What fucking page is it?
The last one.
There it is. Okay. Ooh.
And then don't forget you can free action regenerates for one investiture.
And I'm driving full up on investiture. I will regenerate.
That's good. Something.
And
Okay.
then rapier strike.
Okay. That hits. You strike at the Parshendi, dealing some damage. It's not quite that injured, but they are definitely off put by your sudden glowing nature.
Oh wait, did they change it from the playtest from one attack per weapon to one attack per hand? I'm
No,
just
it was always that
realizing
way.
now. Really? Because I remember being able to make 2 attacks in a round by quick swapping.
You can focus to make another attack.
In your offhand.
Or if you have a second weapon equipped.
Oh. Then I free action swap to my short bow because I have expertise. And then shoot this Parshendi again.
Okay. Hits. The Parshendi now looking a lot more injured, and its war pair looking quite blown back by what has happened. So you have one action remaining.
Can try to gain an advantage by
Oh, it says in the chat that's one attack per hand, not per weapon. So we'll have to take that one back. But you can
That's
unarmed
first.
attack if you want to.
no, I only have 3 focus. They'll attack me if I run away. Was it an action to speak the words?
No.
Was that free? Oh, okay. Oh shit. Probably should have gone fast.
Well, then you wouldn't have been quite so injured.
Yeah. It's also true. Well, I'm going to gain an advantage by trying to study this Parshendi in front of me and the way it moves, trying to defend itself.
Okay, go ahead and roll. I'm assuming deduction is what you're aiming for.
I was ready for insight or perception.
Either
I
works.
guess insight. Okay. Bitch.
That fails.
Fuck, I want to use this I want to just use my powers right now, but I don't know if it's just too early or not.
I mean, that's up to you.
Fuck it. Satal feels that she needs to push this Parshendi away from her, and she reaches out towards the other one, and she's gonna try to push him away using storm-like gravitation.
Okay. So that will be a gravitation test versus its physical defense. Okay.
She makes
Go ahead.
she makes contact. She pumps 1, 2, investiture into him, pushing him away.
That's wrong character sheet. Oh. I don't actually think you can push him away.
Can I not? Do a...
Can't you not do it on people until you have the feat or whatever?
No, I think you need 2 ranks, but let's see, you can...
No, to perform a basic lashing, spend 1 investiture or more to infuse a character or object within your reach. You must have a hand free and touch the target. Oh wait, I need surge scaling, I guess.
Yeah, so
Oh,
you need 2
fuck.
ranks to affect a medium creature.
This is fucked up.
You can infuse yourself, though, despite what your ranks are.
Well, embarrassing for me. So I'm just gonna brace and enter.
Okay.
I imagine that was all canon, where you just heard too many cool stories about Radiance and were like, yeah, they can do this shit, and then you try it and go, oh, it didn't work, didn't work.
The windspren that's been following you up until this point finally fully manifests as a dashing man in brilliant looking, though ethereal armor. Shouts, "It's your time!" And he seems very eager as he's waving his wind sword around towards the enemies. That's going to end that round. All right, who's moving fast?
I will.
Probably me.
I'll be slow.
Okay, well, Circle, you're up first.
I can use cohesion distance, right?
No. You have to touch the thing you're using
I
cohesion
can
on.
touch it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Where's my speed at? 25 feet. All right. I'm just gonna. Oh, this is
It's difficult terrain to go through the water.
terrain,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Can I throw a short spear?
Good question. I don't know. No, it does not have the throne trait.
Dang. All right, I guess I'm gonna just sort of run over.
Okay.
And then I will, I guess, do it again. Or is there like a...
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't need to like step or anything. There's no like step versus move, right?
They only get a reactor strike if you leave their range. So as long as you're within their range, they can't attack you.
Either way, they don't have a
Alright.
mace.
True. I will then just move up again.
Okay. All right. Any other fast players?
Fuck it, me.
Okay, Satal.
Start your turn, vesture refills, and then
Yep.
regenerate. Back the full baby. I'm gonna try to gain an advantage on this one by using my agility to like bob and weave before, and like doing like a few like quick strike, like fake strikes before making a real one.
Okay. This will be against their physical defense. Success.
And then rapier strike.
Okay. I believe that just hits. It does. So that deals some more damage to that Parshendi.
And I shout back at the Windsprend. So, thank you, I guess. Is this your doing?
It's our doing, I think.
You think?
I think, he says proudly.
Ugh. That's where we ended.
Okie dokie. Any other fast players? All right,
Nope.
fast. Oh,
Sorry, I said no. Sorry.
Oh,
I
okay.
just got back.
fast Parshendi. I think only the archer will go this time. Fast. I don't know why their character sheet's broken. Why are you broken? Why are you doing this? There we go. All right. Seeing how everything is going, the Parshendi decides that this is not the time for bravery. Cursing, in their rhythmic tone, they leap. You guys can spend your reaction to reactive strike them.
I can't. It costs a focus point.
I can and will.
Okay. Miss.
Damn it.
Brutal.
The lithe Parshendi leaps too quickly for you to reach out and grab in time as they bound over to, and they're going to leap again. Oh no, they can't leap twice. All right, you can't take two of the same
Still
action.
not adding my strength.
Sorry, what's up?
Still not adding my strength.
It has a +5. How is that not adding your strength? Do you have 5 ranks in athletics?
I guess it already did. I do have 5 ranks in athletics.
It should be, how many ranks in athletics you have?
Yeah, I think it's just. It's doing it right.
It is. It's just
weird
not showing
where
on your character
my
sheet.
misses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to turn and keep their eye on y'all to, let's see, they're going to take, Paris, you have a bow on you, right?
I do not.
Oh, you do not.
I do.
Oh, you do. Okay. And they're going to target you. And they're going to try to keep an eye on you to dodge any oncoming arrows. That's going to be against your physical defense, and they failed, so they don't know what's coming. But that is going to be the end for that Parshendi. All right, slow players.
All right. I'll have a go.
Okay.
Gonna recover.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you just gotta
Uh.
roll whatever's on your sheet. It's under your recover.
Yeah. Gonna go for focus.
Okay. Let me divide it up however you want.
I'm at max health.
Oh, fair. Well, now you should be at max focus.
Yes. Oh, it's 2 actions. I'm gonna check my knife at her.
Okay. Good old quick draw.
Cause I got expertise. Maybe I should gain advantage first.
Well, that would be your last action.
Yeah. Alright, let's try. Well, I guess I'll never roll above a 5.
That's unfortunate. The dagger goes on, splashes in the bow, which, by the way, this is not like super deep. It's just moving through it will cause you to move slower. So
Yeah, I'm pretty fast. I could probably catch up to her, to be honest. Even
Yeah.
if she leapt there, to be frank. That's my turn, though.
all right. Illyrio or Baranor?
I'll give it a go.
Okay.
I will use my bow.
Okay,
And I
so you
got
have to
targeted.
swap for an action.
Oh, sorry.
No worries.
Damn, I didn't put it underneath my action thing.
It's okay.
Okay. So I'll swap over, use the bow.
Okay. That hit. All right. The Parshendi takes damage from your bow shot as they curse at you in that strange language again. Oh, I damaged you instead.
Oh,
You shoot yourself.
It was very skillful. That Parshendi's not looking good. Yeah, 1 action remaining.
all right. I wish I could use like deduction to figure out what they're gonna do next, but I don't have any skills in that, and I'm not sure what skills I could use.
I mean, you can just roll a skill check against an enemy.
Okay.
Use a skill is an action, so. If you want to, you can roll deduction.
Yeah, but mine's pretty bad. Where's deduction?
You might be able to roll perception.
I'll try that.
Okay. This will be against their cognitive defense. You're not quite sure what they're up to.
Fair.
All right. Baranors go. Baranor is going to move 5, 15, 25. And Baranor is going to try to deduce again what their intent is. So this will be against their cognitive defense. Ooh, that's really good. All right, Baranor knows exactly where they're going to move. Feints for their legs, and when they leap into the air, is going to strike at them. And despite them being mid-air, the Parshendi flips over the blade, avoiding it just by a hair. But Baranor is going to graze, which why did this not do the damage die? Oh, it's because I didn't use the weapon attack. Silly me. Ignore the dice roll for this. This is just the damage. Yeah, he's just going to use a graze, which is really good. Oh, never mind. He can't. No, he has no focus. Oops. All right. No graze. That would have taken it out too. That's so sad. Baranor, with his last action, is going to attempt to grab at the Parshendi here. He's not super good at it, but we'll see. Is grab an action? It is grapple. Oh, it's 2 action. Damn it. Never mind. I mean, it's got to move to get away from him, so he's gonna, I guess he's just gonna brace just in case. Oh, you have to have some kind of defense or cover. He doesn't have a defensive weapon. You can't brace. New system. New system. You know what? No. It worked for him before. He's just going to roundhouse kick. Oh, he can't. No focus. Never mind. Baranor ends his turn. All right. To the 2 Parshendi up here. Oh, I think my music stops. Indeed it did. There you go. They are going to, snapping out of their stupor, they're going to nod at each other, and this one will move to flank around you, Satal. They're not leaving your range, though. And then they're going to strike at you twice. And on the first attack, The other one is going to aid by harrying you from behind.
Dodge.
Okay. That
Yeah,
would just make it a 22 still, so.
Oh, damn it.
Because dodge is, to be fair, I don't like things that are like do it before, because usually when you're in the swing of things, dice just start flying.
Yeah.
But that would remove their advantage. So if their advantage had gained it for you, it would have worked. Or you can hold on to it. You know what? Hold on to your reaction. It's fine.
Okay.
I'll give it to you. Regardless, that hits you.
Owie.
And then he's going to swing again.
Dodge.
Dodge. Okay. This will be disadvantaged.
Damn it.
16 still hits. That's more.
Ow. Go down.
Oh, you go down?
I go down. That was 18 damage.
That's impressive. All right. All right, and I need to double check the rules real quick here, because when do injuries get rolled? I think it's when you go to 0. I didn't mess around with this too much during the playtest. Injury. There it is, 295. Oh yeah, so you suffer an injury. So now I need you to roll for me D8.
Oh. I just clicked the fucking... Probably should have listened first.
Oh, flesh wound. Oh, is it a D20?
I don't know, I just clicked the roll injury button above my health bar, because I assumed that's what it would have been.
Let's see. When you suffer, you make an injury roll. Major NPCs. Roll a D20 and apply the following effects. I see. Okay. I see. Flesh wound. So you gain a temporary injury. So now I need you to roll a D8. Okay. So this is a temporary injury. That will go away after your next long rest. And you rolled a 2. All right. You gain exhausted. Which exhausted. Okay, you're exhausted 1. So after you calculate a test result, but before you resolve this, apply a penalty to the number. Okay, so there's a minus to all your tests.
Joy.
Yeah. Okay. So you're exhausted 1, and I think on the effects tab.
I already have it applied.
Okay, I see. Good. Alrighty. All right. So you're cleaved down. The other Parshendi looking at you, stunned that the powerful being before them was hewed down so quickly. They're going to look you over. They're going to make sure you're down for the moment. They're looking you over, and they see the the Stormlight taking effect.
I'm gonna die.
And they're going
For
to
real?
strike you again. I'm going to raise the stakes for this one for you on your behalf.
Ugh.
Okay. So, striking down at you, they miss your neck barely just due to an error, and your spren takes the opportunity and adheres their weapon to the ground, requiring a successful athletics check to remove the weapon, which they're going to now attempt. That's a failure. So you hear, well, you at the moment you probably, you might hear like fuzzy, very like hard to hear. And you hear some cursing in the Parsh tongue. All right. That is the end of that round. Fasts. Who's going fasts?
Me.
You can't make me.
I have to.
Okay.
I'll try it.
Okay. All right. Whoever of the fast players wants to go first.
Me first. Me first.
Okay. Satal goes first.
Tee. Regenerate.
All right.
Bitch.
You start coming into consciousness just barely as you see an axe near your face.
And I can't just leave because the other one can attack me. Do I risk that?
You're also prone.
It's true. I can just lashing myself upwards.
You could. You were so eager to go
I know.
first.
I know.
I knew what I was gonna do.
I don't care. Listen, it's a Stormlight in me just wanting to act. I don't know what you want. Staying true to my character.
I also have Stormlight in me.
Should have acted faster. Is there disarm action?
You can just attempt it as like some kind of skill test.
Okay. So I'm gonna try that right now then. I'm gonna try to disarm the one whose sword isn't stuck into the ground.
Okay. Does prone make this harder for you?
You're slow and melee attacks against you gain an advantage.
Oh, I think you're
Use price
slowed.
action.
Oh no, that's just for movement.
Oh.
Okay. Never mind.
Oh, we can send to end this condition as free action after you do movement rate is reduced by 5 until the start of your next turn. Oh, I can just stand up for free.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
I stand up for free.
Okay. So how are you going to attempt to disarm them?
I feeling the adrenaline within me surging. I'm just gonna be stupid about it and try to reach out and grab it.
Okay, you're just gonna try to wrench the weapon from them.
Yeah.
All right, this will be an athletics against their physical.
Can we raise the stakes on this?
Yes, raise the stakes. Go ahead. I should be raising the stakes a lot more. Well. All right. You managed to successfully wrench the weapon from their grip, but it takes a lot of strength and effort from you. It's going to cost you a focus point.
Okay.
But you've now disarmed them.
And then feeling the pull to get out of here. Suddenly, above her, becomes down. She kind of just goes into the sky of 25 feet. She shouts, just looking up, "Starbs! Starbs!"
Okay. As you apply gravitation to yourself.
Yes.
Okay. Just so we know.
And that's my turn.
Okie dokie. All right. Other fasts.
I go.
Okay. Go ahead, Circle.
I'm gonna run at them.
Okay.
I have just enough movement. And I'm gonna do an arm strike.
Okay.
Do I raise the stakes?
Sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Woo.
That is successful, though.
Nice.
All right, how do you knock them unconscious? Or,
Yeah.
I guess, kill them. Your choice.
I run over and I'm trudging through the water. And as I approach them as they're trying to back off again, I just grab them by the base and then slam their head into the water and smack it on the bottom, just on the earth below.
Okay. And with a resounding crack, they seem to stop moving. All right. So, real quick, we're just going to finish up with Satal since y'all are out of combat. Sorry, Lurio.
You're good. You're good.
And I should state as well, unless I missed it somewhere in the description, giving yourself gravitation does not give you a free movement.
Does it not? Do I have to gravitate and then move?
You need to get the flying ability.
No?
Well, you have to apply gravitation to yourself, and then you gain a flight speed.
Oh, this is so much more action heavy than I thought it was.
Yeah. I'll allow you to just willy-nilly fling yourself into the air, but you're not flying currently.
Okay.
So you will fall at the start of the next round. But the two Parshendi here, looking up in awe again, they don't know what's going on. One's weapon is stuck in the ground. They feel really intimidated. They're just going to sprint away. sprint away. Using their strength, they begin to move pretty fast and like jump onto a nearby plateau. Do you wish to take pursuit?
No.
Okay. All right. So now we have to deal with you falling. So after you see them falling away, you're like, yeah! And then suddenly the investiture on yourself wears off for a moment as you begin plummeting down. I need you to avoid danger using gravitation for me.
Okay.
To be a DC 12.
Stake raise.
Yes, raise the stakes.
Ugh. No.
Okay. You plummet to the ground, and you hit it hard. Where is the falling rules? At the very least, this probably won't kill you.
I have 2 health.
All right. A d6 for every 10 feet of movement. Since your gravitation rate is 25 feet, you flew up 25 feet and then hit the ground at 25. So that's 2d6 damage.
Oh! Let's go.
7.
Ooh.
Also, go ahead and heal yourself real quick,
Oh, okay.
because you probably would have at the start of your turn, even if it was unconsciously. Mostly I'm just trying to avoid you getting another injury, but, you know. We'll see.
Knockout exactly.
Oh, no. Okay, so... go ahead and roll for me an injury check. Now, flesh wound, roll for me a d8. It's another temporary wound at the very least. Here it is. Crap, what was the page I was on? I will get these memorized, but this is a new system and we only played it barely before. 295, there it is. 8. You landed on your hand weird as you again regain consciousness. Your body is flushed with pain, but more specifically targeted at your safe hand, which is currently bent halfway in the wrong direction along the forearm.
Bad. Hate that.
Your Stormlight is taking effect, but just before it gets brand new, the power in you seems to leave as your immediate investiture ends. You turn around and see a horrified LR, but we'll get to that. Gonna hop back to everyone else on the other side. So, other group, you've defeated the Parshendi. What do you do?
I retrieve my knife.
Okay, you can go and you retrieve your knife from the water. You see... Bum, bum, bum. Let's see. You see amongst all this storm water here at the bottom of the chasm a variety of gear and equipment that has been recently lost and in relatively good condition. This would make for a mighty fine a mighty fine investment in your escape if you can convince everyone to allow you to leave. What about everyone else?
I glance around to make sure no one's like too badly hurt. And I don't think anyone is, right? No one really got hit that hard except me, and I healed already.
Baranor's not happy, but he's okay. He's right at 50% HP.
All right. I will sort of search this body that I just took out.
Okay. You find a variety of uncut gems worth 25 marks.
All right. I'll pocket those.
Was there a Parshendi that was knocked unconscious?
No, they were head smashed in.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I don't see any reason to keep them around. I don't know, I guess, is there like a way that we know to sort of prove that we killed these guys? Is there like a spoil of war or something that we take?
I mean, if you let LR know, it wasn't too far from where you guys separated before. He can come and verify the broken bodies, and it might also do him good to see that some Parshendi were actually here.
Alright, I guess I drag this body back up onto shore so it doesn't get washed away.
Okay.
Just pile it on the others.
You see Baranor looking quite pleased with himself. All right, Paris, what are you thinking?
I was pretty sure there's two of them would probably let him get away with it, but he's not sure about this new guy, so he'll just kind of quietly collect the equipment for now.
Okay. Y'all take a brief moment to recover from everything that had happened. When suddenly you notice an Iriali man round a corner in the chasms and notices you all as he's heading in your direction.
When he sees us, he's not like frazzled or anything. He's surprised.
No, not particularly. He approaches, and as he comes up, he says, yes. You. He points at you, Circle. The visions told me that you have a stone, and you know exactly what stone I'm talking about. That stone needs to be removed before it can interrupt my plans. Give it to me. He reaches a hand out.
I clench my fist, but then just sort of cross my arms and like look around as if he pointed to someone else, and then realize he's talking to me and go, I have no idea what you're talking about. I like start reaching around, patting myself down. And I look on the ground and pick up a random rock and hold it out to him.
His eyes narrow.
I throw the rock at his head.
He dodges it effortlessly. Almost as if he knew it was coming. And he says, "The vision said you would resist." And in his open hand before y'all, a shard blade appears. A very different shard blade than any you've seen before. This one, pointed at the end with red, a red kind of energy emanating from it. But before we get to that, we're going to go back to Satal. So, Satal, you are there, just happy that you're alive when you see LR's horrified face. What do you do?
I don't really know what's going on either.
Those powers. He gets up, holding a pretty bad axe wound at his side. Just like the Lost Radiance. You're one of them. He
No.
a shaking finger is pointed in your direction.
Let's not get too hasty. I was going to die. We were going to die.
Go ahead and make a persuasion. Let's see. Do need to grab LR sheet real quick. There he is. Alright, has to be against his cognitive defense. Success. He loses 2 focus points.
Oh.
But he continues. That may be, but now you. Those strange powers. You're a threat to the war camps.
I didn't want to. I didn't mean to.
Is going to let's see. He doesn't have much, but this is an intimidation, so he has an intimidation against you. Let's be against your cognitive defense.
Oh, just misses.
Just misses? Okay. All right. He doesn't talk you down, so you don't lose any focus. This is a social combat.
Oh, no.
Continue.
Didn't want to.
You looked like you were using those powers at your own will. I see no corruption about you, or maybe you are. He holds his weapon in your direction.
That was the first time. I said some words, and I don't know, I felt powerful.
The first time, so there'll be a second?
I still want there to be. Please.
I can take you to the High Lord, and he can determine what will happen to you. Though your days in our army is numbered. We won't have any betrayers in our midst. He is going to try to intimidate you again. All right, you lose 2 focus.
I only have 1 to lose.
All right, you're down to 0. Do you have a recover action?
Actually, does my focus go up again at the start of combat, or is it just still at 2 from the one I lost earlier?
Let's see. Focus. When does focus restore? I don't remember it's per scene or not.
Feels right if it's per scene.
Focus is used for a lot of things. I wouldn't say for sure. Chapter 3, health focus and investiture. Oh, what the heck? Oh, is it right before the paths? It is right before the paths. You need to restore focus on a short rest.
Got it.
So, did you take the recover action?
I did not.
Okay, you can recover to recover your focus. Take a breather in the conversation.
Oh, I have to...
Yeah. Though you don't have more than 2 points, right?
I have 3.
Oh, yeah, 3.
I lost
Okay.
one earlier in the combat.
I see. Oh. Alright, you're one... You're still in the conversation, but you're one bad roll away. Alright. Anyway. He says this to you.
If you must, but I was only trying to protect you.
Okay. Make a persuasion and raise the stakes. That may be, but still, we have you. Those powers, they're worse than any Parshendi threats.
Fine. Then I'll just stick my arms out. I guess waiting for him to like tie him up or handcuff me or something.
If you are a soldier as you claim, then that won't be necessary, but help me bring these lads back. We'll look for those other men as well. I'm still responsible for them after all.
Yes, sir.
All right. Back to the other group. You're confronted by this Iriali man with the strange face tattoos, brandishing at you all a shard blade. One cut in the wrong area and it's over. No guarding, no blocking.
Could I ask for your name?
That's not necessary. Hand over the stone. Now, he says this as he says this, the blade radiates with energy, and the very stone of the ground and walls undulate lightly.
I raise my hands and like surrender a bit, but I try to still act confused about what Stoney's talking about.
Toss the stone over, and you will leave with your lives.
Lives?
What needs to be done is imperative, and I will suffer no ill consequences to my fate. If that means ending your lives, I will do so.
He'll whisper to Circle, "Do you actually have a stone? Could you give it to him if you do?"
I just sort of shrug and whisper back, I have no idea what he's talking about.
Alright.
Let's see. Oh. Here's what they look like, by the way. I think I have a better image, but that's for later.
Is there any like general knowledge we should know about this type of person?
Iriali are people like any other, but they tend to have like golden features and hair. Unique, but it doesn't give them any particular advantages over any other man or woman. Oh, actually, here's a better image, and it shows him holding the weapon.
That's a big shard blade.
Yeah, shard blades are almost all great swords.
I see.
To be fair, they cut through pretty much anything, so more reach and in general blade length is usually good.
But what about
Yeah,
cheese?
just for light.
What about cheese? Ah, the cheese conversation.
Oh, thank God. He only has one leg. He's not fast enough to catch us if we run.
True.
I don't know if that's actually true.
He
might
has
just
2 legs.
be in a stance, yeah.
Time is ticking.
Sir, I don't think we have what you're looking for. Could you be mistaken?
Be quiet, faceless. I'm speaking to the only one who matters here. All right. I see you've made your choice. He begins approaching y'all with a shard blade. More combat. Let's see. Remove all these. All right. He's approaching y'all. Fast players? Any fast players?
I will go fast.
Okay.
How does a disarm work?
It's just like a
Yeah.
test.
Okay.
You just say you're going to use a
Yeah,
thing, describe it in the game, and then we put it up against one of his tests.
I see.
So, you said he walks forward. Does he take, I don't know, one step forward?
He's currently walking at you guys, but he's not enough to be 5 feet closer yet.
Dang.
This is the
Okay.
moment in which he seems to be engaging with y'all.
I will do what I think I really gotta do, which is, has my investiture slipped yet? Has it been that long?
So normally, when you start combat, you can be fully invested.
Oh. I'll do that then. Okay, yeah, I just suck in some good old Stormlight, and man, I want to enhance, but I don't have the actions.
Do you try to do this
So I'm
stealthily?
just gonna.
I'll take an action to do so.
I need to take an action,
If you want to hide your stormlight, yes.
right? Then I'm not gonna.
Okay, then Lurio,
No.
you
just
notice
gonna
him
sort of do
breathing in
it.
stormlight.
His jaw drops
I
a little
start
bit.
blowing.
Oh, good. I don't notice it.
Paris, you should already know.
Shh. Lurio doesn't know that.
That's fair. Do you want to act
I
surprised? You
take a step
can.
forward.
I'll allow you to make a. I'll allow you to make a deception
A
test for
banter
free.
roll.
A deception test. Sure.
Honestly, it's funny either way.
His heart's not in it.
He gives the most bored,
my.
shocked expression you can imagine.
I did not expect this.
Just a, oh no.
He's just surprisingly bad at deception.
He is, yeah. right.
So I step forward, and then with my last action, I try and disarm him.
Okay. You're going to try to, sorry, what? Sorry?
So that's in athletics.
Disarm
I'm gonna
him?
Disarm him.
I see.
Yeah.
He is going to use a reaction to avoid danger, so this will be a disadvantage.
Okay.
So this would mean athletics versus his physical defense.
Can I raise the stakes?
No.
Cameron music.
Seems pretty high stakes to me.
One complication, you're losing an arm.
You know what? Sure, raise the stakes. Why not?
Okay, is there...
Is
Is there
there...
before I roll?
Yes.
Right click it, I believe.
You right click the 20-sided die that shows up when you click the skill to roll it.
Ah.
And that's to give it a disadvantage with a right click and advantage with a left click.
Nice.
That was almost so much worse.
All right. That is a failure, though. As you reach out, he almost expecting you to do so, lunges for your arm with his shard blade. I need you to make a agility test at advantage due to your opportunity.
Nice. It's not gonna be good. Does this raise the stakes?
No.
Not bad.
Okay. He swipes at your arm, but you retract it just in time as the shard blade passes by. It seems like, for whatever reason, he can anticipate your actions. Any other fast players?
I'll go, I guess.
Okay.
I will move my full 25 feet.
Okay.
Probably not a good idea, but I'll try to hit him.
Okay. Okay. That hits him. Dealing damage. And you can see the strike as it hits him. He manages to avoid getting too serious of an injury. And it begins healing quite quickly.
Oh shit.
All right. He, because he's a boss enemy, is going to spend a focus to immediately get another action. He targets you, Luria. And suddenly the stone beneath your feet erupts as you're launched 15 feet into the air by a jutting stone.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
And so you're moved this way, and you're also falling. Any other fast players? Okay. He turns his attention back to you, and he says, "You asked for this." As he is going to attempt his future sight against you. Succeeds. And then he strikes you with his
You're being
shard
reasonable.
blade.
I will try to, what's the action?
Dodge.
What's that reaction there? Dodge.
Okay. The shard blade. Oh, wait. That should be a 12. I don't think a 12 hits you, though. I forgot that he also gained advantage on you, but whatever.
Nope. Not quite.
Okay. You dodge out of the way as the shard blade strikes, and again, the stones unnervingly quiver. All right, slow players.
I'll let Baranor go first.
All right. Baranor is going to move in position and is going to flank him, but here, let's just do this real quick, just to make this easier. He flanks around him, and he looks at you and he says, "You sure about this?" Talking to you, Circle.
I just am staring directly at this guy's sword, keeping an eye on it, and just shake my head and say, not at all.
He makes a face like, all right, I guess we're doing this. And he's going to attempt to read this guy's movements to strike at him. Yes. That succeeds. And then he's going to strike. Right, I think. Let's see here. Yeah, there's nothing you can do. That strike hits, dealing damage again. So I forgot to do something on his turn. The Eerie Alley Man is regenerating. But again, the blade strikes and he moves, and again, not quite enough to deal lethal damage. He looks like he's still holding on pretty well. This guy is going to spend another focus to act again. This time... what is this one? Yes. Visions assault Baranor as he attempts an illusory flourish. Succeeds. All right. Baranor is disorientated until the end of his next turn. He can't use any reactions. His senses are considered obscured, and perception tests are taken at disadvantage. All right, Paris, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Things are not looking good, and so you know, since you haven't read the books, a shard blade is like a lightsaber. You can consider it in pretty much all regards. This one, though, seems unusual. Usually they're just great swords. They don't cause rippling in the earth, typically.
Yeah, it's very likely he does something similar to Circle. How close do you have to be to disarm somebody?
You have to be adjacent to them.
Yeah. That sounds terrible.
Yeah. If it goes wrong for you, you are likely to die, to be honest.
He'll kind of utilizing their distracting him, kind of like read his movements a bit. I'm gonna roll an insight against him.
Okay. This will be against his cognitive defense.
Oh my god, something above a 5, like, please.
He seems rather inscrutable.
He'll throw a knife at him.
Okay. Oh. All right, you got an opportunity. You can turn that into a crit to deal 3 more damage, or you can try to impose some kind of condition on him, or you can do whatever narratively you want.
I think I want to impose a condition on him. What conditions can I do?
Is there one that will make it easier to disarm him?
Can you do the dead condition?
Not the dead condition.
Oh.
Narratively, you can slow him. You can exhaust him temporarily to the end of his turn, giving him a -1 on everything. Or this is beyond your normal characteristics. I could say you could make yourself determined. Which, while determines the next test you make that you fail, you can add an opportunity to that test.
What does exhaust do? Let me see.
This also just gives him a -1 on all of his tests.
But this is temporary, so how temporary would it be?
Until the end of his next turn.
I see, I see. I mean... sure. He'll, as he, like, kind of looks, he can't really read this guy, so he'll chuck his dagger and hope that it does something, and it gets him right under the armpit and just kind of, like, fucks up the movement of one of his arms. Temporarily, until he pulls it out.
Okay. All right.
And then he backs away.
All right. His turn, because he gets 2 turns per round. And he looks at you, Circle. Holding a hand up, the earth beneath your feet begins to shift and change as he's going to attempt to restrain you using his cohesion. As we
I only get one reaction.
Sorry?
Get one reaction, right? Or can I
You get
do
1 reaction per round, correct?
each type of action. Yeah.
That succeeds. You are currently restrained.
And what does that mean for me?
You just can't move.
Okay.
You can't
And you have
move, and you gain a disadvantage on all tests other than those to escape your bonds. And now that you're completely restrained, you have a hard time moving your arms and stuff, he's going to reach into your pockets. And he's going to retrieve the stone. There you are. And that's his turn. The stone is not Tome. It's the other one. All right. Player fast actions.
I will go fast.
Okay.
I'll go slow.
Okay.
Going slow.
Baranor will also go fast.
Actually, question, Cameron.
Yes.
About his 2-turn thing, is he get like one fast, one slow, or can he go like both fast or both slow?
He gets one fast and one slow.
Okay, makes sense.
That's how bosses typically will work as well. All right, Circle, what are you doing?
I feel like getting out of this restraint would be better than enhancing myself. So I guess I gotta try to get out of here. Can I just sort of counter the restraint with my own cohesion?
Yep, you'll need to make a cohesion test versus his cohesion, which I know the DC for. So,
Do I raise the stakes?
yes, go ahead and raise the stakes.
Alrighty. Anyone want to use a reaction to aid me?
Baranor can't. He's currently fighting his illusions.
I would, but I'm too far.
And unfortunately, Paris doesn't have anything equipped that can affect from a distance.
True.
You ran away.
Yeah, you did.
Alright.
That's a failure.
Nice.
You find
Yeah.
this stone harder to manipulate than others due to the investiture that's currently flowing through it.
Alright. I gave it a good shot. I'm gonna, at disadvantage, try to disarm this dude again.
Okay. I'm assuming of the stone this time.
Yeah. So athletics. Raise the stakes.
No.
That's pretty good.
Okay. He's going to use a reaction to avoid danger, so disadvantage that.
Does he need to do that before the roll?
Nope. Not for avoid danger.
Okay.
That is a failure. And a complication. Your attempts to grab it, he again, seemingly knowing what you're about to do, moves in a way where you become further restrained. And
Also, are you sure that's how avoid danger works? It says imperiled by your surroundings,
it works with stuff like this as
such
well.
as falling boulder or being shoved off a balcony.
It works for a variety of abilities similar to this, including skill checks. Avoid danger is essentially the dodge version of not an attack.
Interesting. I hate this guy.
It also takes a roll, that's true. I will allow him to do so. Also, GM's discretion. I will say probably his future sight, which I'll use insight for. This would be against... You know, that would be a failure. All right. You grab at the stone, causing him to drop it.
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. Baranor doesn't know what's going on. Is just going to swing at disadvantage. He's going to try his best to deduce where the enemy might be in this situation. So I'll make a deduction at disadvantage. Fails. All right. And he's just going to make an attack. Misses. All right. After Baranor's turn, he's going to spend a focus to gain a free action to pick up the stone. And then he takes his fast action.
Like, can any of us do that?
Nope. He's a boss.
This is a boss thing.
Yep.
Okay.
He has to spend a focus every time after every enemy's action. His enemy, you guys specifically. He gets one action or one free action. With that, stone in hand, he says, "You're fortunate that I'm merciful. This'll be all." And the stone kind of warps, and he suddenly drops through the stone into the ground and disappears.
Can I do a reactive attack on this?
Yes, yes, you
strike.
can. At disadvantage.
Yes.
Oh. Baranor is no longer disorientated, and he would like to also do a reactive strike.
Raise the stakes.
Nope.
Didn't Baranor not have focus?
Oh, he does not have focus. You're right.
Damn it. That's so sad.
You miss him just barely. Oh, wait, no. You hit on the dot. Interesting. Except...
Yeah.
Except...
Oh.
He has... Tension parry.
Oh.
No.
Question though, he did use a reaction already.
Yes. He gets to.
Oh.
Bosses suck.
To be fair, it's because he's outnumbered. And also, this is not a guy you guys were meant to win against.
Yeah, he has something that's really fucking cool. It would be dangerous for us to just have.
I think we could take him.
I know what this weapon truly is, Cameron. I saw it.
Yeah, I would imagine you would. But all right, he's gone now. Also, Lurio, please roll for me an agility test as you fall out of the sky.
Alright.
Okay, you tuck and roll just enough to avoid taking damage as you splash into the water.
Oh! Oh, storms! Oh! Oh my god! And then immediately it runs up the hill to make sure everybody's okay.
After a
I'm
few
slowly
moments,
breaking myself out of the rock.
Yeah, after a few moments, you're able to manipulate the stone and get yourself out. Baranor gives you a look. Like, do you know what that was all about?
I sort of avoid eye contact.
Isn't it obvious he wanted to steal a rock? So go and pick up his dagger.
Okay.
Very important. Fuck. There's no way to track this guy, yeah.
No, the ground is completely like reformed back to the way it was before.
Yeah.
Did you know that man? What is going on?
Up until about a day ago or so, I've been a bridgeman, so I don't have many opportunities to run into people like that.
Well, why did he want a stone from you? Did you really have something he wanted? Well, I don't... He just looks incredibly frustrated and confused.
The want for an ordinary rock is rather weird. He kind of peers over his glasses.
Yes. Very, very strange. I'm just sort of
I'm going to
fuming
remind you
over-
to make sure you include other players in your story. It does not aid the game if the players are
really struggling to keep my
undone.
room. Yes. I'm just sort of deep out of like... Yeah. I haven't thought of like what I can do about this, what to do next. And I guess Lurio. I say you were in Dalana's army. I guess I look over at Paris too and say, I suppose I don't know where they are, but have either of you heard of someone named either Liss or Tazo?
Do either of those sound familiar?
I was
No.
gonna ask that.
Neither of these names sound familiar to either of you.
I haven't heard of anybody like that. Why do you ask?
I feel like if I want to know more, I'd have to find one of those people. I'm unclear as to why this person needed that from me. And if possible, I would really like to get it back.
Well, you'll probably need a shard blade of your own if that's the case. You seem to do... kind of like glances over it. The new guy and then back word stuff like you can.
I just sort of cross my arms and look down in deep thought. After a moment, I'm just like, I sort of half give up for now and say, there's nothing we can do about it here, so we should, I guess, at least finish this as quickly as possible.
Odds are, anyway, he's probably near one of the camps. Not likely somebody would just be on their own in this hellscape of a place.
Probably not.
Okay. So you all begin heading back. When you come across LR's group, as you see LR and 2 of the recruits are terribly injured, and he seems to be keeping a very stern eye on Satal.
Ah, he found some Parshendi as well.
Oh, we found more than Parshendi. This storming woman is one of the knights, or one of the lost radiants.
Am I aware of what that? Well, I guess I know generally what that is. 'Cause of circle, but
I believe I said before, but so the lost radiants to the layman are these individuals with all these kind of like crazy stories about them. They were the ones who invented shard plate and shard blades, which is essentially like power armor and these kind of like crazy magical swords. And one day they just kind of left, abandoning humanity. And the Vorin Church has been teaching that the Lost Radiance like completely abandoned them and allowed for much of the harder things that have happened in the last few thousand years. But that was a few thousand years ago when the Lost Radiance left.
I see.
As soon as he mentions that, like, I know Baranor and Paris and Satal all have a sort of understanding already. I just glare over at Lurio with a face that's like, don't say anything.
He won't say shit. He's just in shock right now for what's going on.
Zatal's just sitting on the ground, just looking down. She looks sad.
Oh, that's quite a tale.
How do you know that this one's a lost radiant?
Because as she was fighting those Parshendi, she started glowing and then flew into the air suddenly. Not the most graceful thing I've ever seen, but still, it was supernatural. She didn't even defend herself or claim not to be. Only she didn't mean to.
Is there anything that I guess the army is supposed to do if they come across a radiant?
No, no one knows. This is strange. Very strange.
Coming across a radiant, not a possible thing in
It hasn't happened in
Anyone's
4,500
eyes.
years. Like,
I mean,
that's
most
how
people don't
anything-
even think they're real, so.
Yeah.
Well, that is certainly different. Did you all take care of your Parshendi then?
Well, with her weird powers, she scared them off.
I point back where we came from and say we killed our group.
Good. That means we must have gotten rid of most of them. I would say, all things considered, this was a mission well done. Now, let's get heading back to the war camps. This one needs to go and see the High Lord.
Oh, what will happen to her?
That's for the devotary to decide.
He looks nervous for Satal.
Yeah, this isn't good.
Either way, I guess we get paid.
Payment? There's no payment. That was for the good of the war camps.
We were promised payment.
No, you guys weren't. Borden offered to pay you guys.
Oh.
Yeah. We weren't promised it here, but we were promised payment.
Saying that will alert everyone that you guys got a side cut, just so you know. I'm sure Baranor would not like that.
I guess that's fair. We haven't really
Right.
told
I meant a
everyone else.
payment for a job well done. He smiles.
Well, let's march off then. So, y'all begin heading back to the war camps. Anything anyone wants to say or do before you get there?
Not in mixed company.
As you guys are just about to get back, you guys suddenly hear a dink sound as LR towards the back of the group suddenly falls over. An arrow piercing the back of his head, killing him.
No.
Oh shit. He draws his rapier.
I draw my bow.
Storms. He'll get out his great sword.
Perception checks.
Can I use my scouting utility for this?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Luriel, Satal, and Paris. You notice way in the distance, like 200 feet, a archer suddenly like duck behind some of the creme dunes that have formed on the plateaus.
Mario sees this?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I mistook his first his agility test for the perception. So just Satal and Paris.
I was wondering.
My bad.
Archer.
I misread.
Archer there! Defend yourselves! He mostly says for the benefit of the two randos.
The two soldiers.
I just move in. I move in front of everyone, in between them and the archer.
I move to his side, drawing a bow, aiming at that location.
You wait and wait. The archer doesn't seem to come back out again.
Damnation.
Can I'm gonna look over at the two ran soldiers and say, out of curiosity, just sort of like playing it off like I'm making like small talk to lighten the mood, or like in waiting for this something to happen. I say, what is the both of your opinions on the Lost Radiance and what we should do with this one? And I nod over at Satal.
They both look to each other and at you all, and they're like, I don't know what to think of it myself. Really. It's all quite strange. Matthew here wasn't even awake during the time. It's not like he would know much, but I know she saved our lives. I didn't quite agree with Ella's ideas, but he was the sergeant.
I just sort of look them over and go, if you ask me, if this one is radiant, it seems a bit above all of our heads. It might be now that there's no sergeant around to make trouble, to just pretend to see anything.
Make a persuasion.
No!
They nod, like, I think you're right.
Can I tell if they plan to do anything with that?
They don't seem to.
Can I tell if they're telling the truth to me?
Make an insight.
Can I make one as well? Just
Sure.
because this concerns me. Okay.
Sure. You can raise the stakes. All right, Circle and Satal. They both look like they're not really willing to, but that doesn't mean that if they're somehow pressured about what's going on, they might not spill the beans.
I immediately just sort of like puff up my chest and like loom over them and say, I
You don't
think
know-
it's
you
for
don't
the
know
best
that they
nobody
might-
talks about it.
Satal was the one who got that
Oh,
success.
you said me too.
No, I
You
said
Sir.
I said
Satal.
Circle. You see that they're not willing to talk. Satal is the one who noticed the pressure
Wow.
because you didn't actually beat their cognitive defenses.
That being said, I think Paris takes a look at the arrow. Does it seem Parshendi in nature, or
Interesting. I like that. Go ahead and make a deduction.
by that I mean I assist Baron Orin? Just kidding. Let me see. It's not terrible.
Just
17.
That's not a Parshendi arrow for sure, but that's also not an arrow from the war camps. The fletching on it is strange. Type of feather you've never seen before.
Looking at this arrow, by the way, if you're all done prattling on over there. This isn't a Parshendi arrow or one from the camps. I don't know what make of this is. Kind of gestures at the arrow that just killed the sergeant.
Oh.
then why him? Why now? Who? Did I just say just still keeping my arrow trained on where that archer was?
He was standing at the back.
Did he have personal enemies or something?
I guess a good question is, does the sergeant particularly have like with our uniforms, is it very obvious when you see like an officer, or is it more of like you have to be up close to determine like a rank insignia? Like in the US military we have like the blacked out stuff, so no officers have any like shiny shit on their things to make them targets. Is it a little different here, or?
From what you can tell, you know for sure from 200 feet away, no one would have been able to tell. Not unless he was in Storm and Shard Plate.
I don't think they would have been able to tell at this distance. He kind of like looks over. Was that like over 150 feet? You
No,
aren't
it's about
seeing it.
it's about 200.
By the way, that's an insane shot from that distance.
It seems like they just shot at the one in the back.
Well, at the very least, we should probably let somebody know that there's probably another threat here.
So just to tell them, knowing that these individuals might reveal what happened with you under pressure, is there anything you'd like to do?
Sensing that the archer probably isn't going to be stepping out anytime soon, I just slightly just relieve the tension without letting the arrow go. Put the arrow in my quiver. I understand if you guys are going to say anything. Please don't. I don't really have anything to offer you. This just happened today. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm pretty sure I don't like it. But I did it to save you. Please.
Roll persuasion and up the stakes.
I only have a +1 in this. I'm using it so much today. Ah!
They both look to you.
I will use.
Ooh.
I use watchful eye.
See, now, this is why I like this game. All right, go ahead and reroll the plot die. Unfortunately, you're just going to have to reroll a d6, yeah. That's another blank, unfortunately.
Let's go.
Dang.
Dang. But, maybe, if you like, you could... Well, if someone else would like to maybe give aid...
Baranor's a talky boy.
That's true. I do think Baranor would
would
speak up in
definitely
this
do it.
situation. Baranor will speak up, and he'll use his reaction to aid, and he says, "Hey, he looked like he was going to go to the High Prince or to the High Lord and speak about this whole Radiant business. Seems kind of like a bad omen, doesn't it? Go ahead and take advantage, Satal."
Damn.
The two kind of like wide-eyed nod, and they're like, "Yeah, no, you saved our lives. We won't say a thing." Baranor coming in clutch. Man, Baranor has never been so efficient since Alex wasn't here.
I feel like Paris would have like squinted at Varanor's words and then thought about it for a second, and some random fucking guy just out of nowhere shot this guy that isn't a Parshendi or a member of the camps. So he's like, maybe.
And Baranor just kind of looks at you and he just kind of shrugs. He's just like, "It's convincing." All right. Well, with
Sort of
that,
relax.
sorry, go ahead.
Oh.
We only caught the very end of what you said, by the way, Bitter.
Yeah. Yeah. Once this is all over, I'll like visit. Like I physically just relax and stuff. Like I was fully ready to kill these two guys if they didn't agree.
That one made it all the way through.
Yep, that one did. All right. With that, y'all head back to the war camps.
Dragging back our sergeant, I guess.
That's fair.
I'll help carry him.
It causes a bit of a stir, and for the most part, this just involves the Colin troops. The Colin troops. Paris and Satal, technically, you don't really need to report any of this back to Sadius or anyone in particular. It's not like they care what happens to the Colin troops. Not after the battle at the tower.
True.
That's fair. I think Paris would keep an ear out, though, of, like, possible rumors. Because there's just a guy sniping soldiers randomly. That could kill him.
True. That is very true. Lurio,
Yes.
what do you are the only Colin troop here, and since the other two fresher recruits have kind of been talked down, what's your report? What do you report happened during this excursion?
I will not mention anything about the Stormlight, but I'll say everything else that happened. Except for, like, obviously the private parts. Like, obviously that, you get what I'm going for. Sorry, my brain's done.
Sure. What about what happened with Captain or Sergeant Elar?
I'll just say that he got shot by somebody from far away.
And do you mention what Paris told you about the arrow not belonging to any known force?
Ooh, that's a good question. I probably should ask a good soldier. Because he doesn't know who exactly it was, and if somebody's like targeting our whole camp, that'd be a bad thing to hold back.
And we probably brought his body back, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Which had the arrow in it, so.
Yeah, but whether or not that's included in the report is important.
The arrow is.
Okay. This is a rather unbelievable report you just gave. So you went out with Captain Elar. You were at one point separated as you dealt with some Parshandy. You got back, met with Elar, headed back, and then he was shot in the head by some strange third force. That seems rather unbelievable and puts some suspicion on you. But go ahead and roll for me persuasion and roll and raise the stakes. If you get a complication, you're subtly implied in the murder of Captain Elar.
Oh God! Oh no!
Yeah, so this is a thing about the opportunity die that I think no one talks about. It can actually be a bad thing added to a roll.
Okay. Oh God!
And you rolled a 3. We'll see you at your execution. Salutes.
Oh. Oh no.
I think that sort of minorly implies all of us were involved.
Yeah, something strange is going on here. So, temporarily until things are solved, Lurio, you're currently relieved of duty. You are not permitted to leave the war camps. But they're not going to take you in quite yet. This is obviously not an arrow from the army. And they don't necessarily think you're lying. It's more just it's very suspicious what's happened. And so they're going to go and try to find everyone who is involved and question them. to see what's going on. So, with that, you're free to go, L'Oreal.
Thank you.
For Circle and Baranor, which I'm sorry your partner's gone for a lot of this, what are you guys doing?
Getting paid.
All right, so how do you try to get a hold of Borden?
We're going visiting Borden. I mean, so when we return, are we just sort of like sent off immediately?
Well, when the soldiers come, they see the body, and it's all kind of a flurry, but none of that really involves you two. Lurio is sent off to go do a report, and you kind of are just left in the lurch.
Okay. I guess I'll just sort of like walk away from this to not get anyone involved in this to remember that we're a part of it, and then I'll try looking for like a not like high ranking soldier, but like a captain of some sort.
Okay. Sure. Walking around, you manage to catch someone roaming around who seems relatively important.
I like hold a hand out to like try be like, hey, wait a moment, and just say, do you happen to know where Mr. Borden is?
He looks you up and down. Why do you want to know?
We were told to meet him
By who?
by Borden. We finished the task he assigned us.
Okay. I will go reports to him that you're looking for him. Where can he meet you?
I look over at Baranor, go, right here.
It could take some
I don't
time.
know if there's like, we don't have a place, right?
Not at the
Like,
moment.
we don't
but
have a place around here.
you do know in the outer markets that there are inns and stuff for merchants and the like, so.
All right. Yeah, I'll just name one of the inns that we've probably seen at some point.
All right, I'll let him know. The soldier heads off. So now what?
I guess we go to the inn, and I'll also split the marks that I got from the Parshendi body with Baranor now that we're gone, because he was right next to me when I was doing it and definitely had his eye on me. So I got like, what, 25? So I'll split, I guess, 12 off of that for him.
Okay. I can't just adjust the number.
Yeah,
Sedge.
it's really annoying.
All right. Satal, what do you do?
That's a great question, Cameron. She's not really forced to go anywhere, right?
No, not particularly.
She's just gonna just wander the market eventually, or wander the market, just thoughts to herself, and then eventually just end up at the one that Baranor and Circle are at.
Okay.
Just thinking to herself about the day.
So you
Trying not
notice
to,
them.
to pay attention to that one spread that's following her now.
Yeah. Who has this entire time just been following you around and just been like practicing sparring with invisible foes for the most part, or anyone who walks by. He seems rather single-minded on the matter. So you're constantly inundated with a
That's totally not annoying.
Eventually he bores of it and just kind of flits around, but more or less keeps close to you.
I kind of just see Baranor and Circle entering. I just follow in after them. Did you get a room, Looter?
Probably not yet. Probably just hanging around. I assume like a dining room area in the inn.
I kind of just sit at a table, or sit at a chair at the table without even asking if I could sit. And I just lay my head on the side, resting against the table.
When I see you coming up, I go to say something, and then I see you just like very dispirited, and I go, "I'll wait a little while."
Baranor just looks
Sort of let you rest.
at Satal and at Circle. And I was like, something wrong?
In the chasms, I wanted whatever it was, just because I wanted out. And then spent the last few days just chastising myself for that. And then today, the first sign of danger. I spoke the words. And I just... I don't know, I feel like I just gave in so easily, but I don't know if there was another way that I could have gotten out of there.
What words? Baranor looks confused.
Life before death, strength before weakness, journey before destination.
Oh yeah, wasn't that on the ruins that we had gone to before?
It was.
And these words just give you powers?
Well, I just kind of just glance off towards the spread over there. I had a wind spread who was following me around, and now he's conscious and a person. And during the fight, I asked him if it was his doing, and he said it was our doing. He thinks. I kind of just don't want to acknowledge him because it just shows me that I did what I did.
Despite this,
Do you not want the abilities?
Windsprout is just kind of standing erect and proud in midair near you.
Do you not want these abilities?
Can you repeat that?
Do you not want these abilities?
I mean, the Radiants are bad, Borean has always taught us, they betrayed us. Now I'm one of them.
So, I've been betrayed by people before.
Seems you're coping well with this.
If you don't want it, then don't use it. It's as simple as that.
I mean, I guess it's
Though
that simple.
Though I would prefer it if you would choose to use them. We ran it day after you left. With your kinds of abilities would help out a lot.
So, what powers do you got?
I don't. They say I flew, but what felt like it happened is just. This is gonna sound super weird. Above me came down like I was falling into the sky. And I was healing myself. Though I don't know if that... I don't know.
So your power is falling.
Changing the direction things fall? Which kind of could be flying.
I guess if you want to make it difficult.
Yeah.
Sounds more just like falling with style.
Well, according to the scattered soldiers, I wasn't really doing it with style.
Well, all things considered, I find it hard to imagine how the power to fall is evil, if that makes you feel any better about it.
I guess. I'm just gonna turn towards the spread. Just... Are you evil? You said we did this.
No, I'm honorable. I'm an honor sprint, I think.
But you were... wait, he says he's an honors friend? He thinks. But weren't you a Wind's friend? Like a day ago?
Yes. And no.
Yes. And okay.
You know, it's really weird when you're just talking to yourself like that.
Well, I don't... Can you make yourself appear to others?
Yep.
Will you?
No.
Well, sorry, Baranor, he could...
I just glance over at Baranor while they keep talking to herself over there.
Well, he can reveal himself to others, but not going to, so... what's your name?
I'm the Honorable Zephyr.
Zephyr. That's not like an evil name, right? Turning towards
Oops.
Zephy. Oh,
It's Zephyr. I misspelled.
okay. Turning towards Baranor and Circle. Just like, but that's not. It's not an evil name, right?
I mean, I didn't know your name had to be evil for you to be evil.
I don't know.
It sounds like you're the only one who's caught up in this whole evil and good thing. As far as I'm concerned, as long as you don't mess with me, it can't be that bad.
I mean, I guess the Radiants turned bad. They were good at one point, so I just have to not do that. I don't know.
Well, you're not a knight yet.
Wait, I'm not?
Nope.
How do I avoid becoming a knight?
Well, I would tell you, but that would be very bad. He doesn't elaborate.
I don't ask for it. I'm just, you know what? Fuck it. Round of... Fuck, what are the colors? I think it's violet. No, that's not feminine, is it?
Gosh, it's been so long since I've worried about the colors of wine.
I know. I can go... One of the books has
Violet
a fucking...
is harder stuff. Orange is the light stuff.
One of the books has a table of the wines.
I'm sure. Actually, I could probably just. I have a nifty compendium that can find the items.
I can just say I order feminine wine. None of the hard stuff.
There is a scene of a woman drinking the dark red wine.
Oh, is it foods that I'm getting it mixed up with? That's masculine,
No,
feminine?
wines are colors.
They have,
Oh.
yeah, but I don't think the colors of wine are masculine and feminine.
They are, because there's some that are non-alcoholic.
It doesn't seem like it's, at least in the scenes I've seen with wine, it doesn't seem to be differentiated between who's drinking it. It's just sort of whether you follow the codes and decide not to drink in war or not.
Yeah. Because there is a date scene. And they were drinking the same wines.
I guess it depends. But yeah, so orange is the non-alcoholic and kind of sweet. It was viewed as being. It's not like men can't drink it. It's just non-alcoholic.
We're going to 0. I want to actually get drunk. It's been a day, Cameron.
Yeah, violet is the most intoxicating. And then there's Horneater White, which is just wine with a strong burn to it.
Yeah, you know about Horneater alcohol if you actually listen to the audiobook, Spooter.
As the bring
We're not getting any of this.
by. Damn it!
Can someone interpret?
When they bring over the wine, I look to Satal.
When they bring over the wine, I just look to Satal and ask, "Are you buying?"
For myself.
I look away in disappointment.
Yeah, Baron was like, I'm good.
Satal just drinks her drink. Without much conversation unless prompted.
All right.
Did that not come through?
Sorry, what?
Did my thing about just drinking my drink and not talking unless prompted come through?
Oh, yeah, we heard that.
Oh, okay.
There was no need to respond, I suppose. But, yeah. Well, with that, unless anyone wants to do anything particularly, time will pass.
I would like to go over the inventory of the equipment I collected.
It just says equipment worth up to 100 marks. So
Okay.
if you wish, you can pick various items up to 100 marks worth.
I could just create an item that does it. Neat.
Okay.
Yeah, added it to my loot section. Hell yeah.
Okay. Well, time passes. Lurio, what are you doing during this time?
While I'm being, like, kind of imprisoned or after?
You're not being imprisoned. You just can't lead the war camps. That's it. And you can't participate in any official army stuff as you're being investigated. So you're kind of put on unofficial leave.
Okay. I will just do, like, while he's bored, he'll just, like, work out, do push-ups, go for a jog, and then probably tell the others what happened, just in case. But discreetly.
All right. How do you do so? You don't know where most of them are.
Oh, God.
I think two of us, we're Sadius people. That's about it.
Yeah, that's true, but will you be gone by the... How quickly would you leave, though?
What do you mean?
Oh, I
Camps are
thought...
right next to each other.
Oh, they are? Oh, I thought they were further away, I don't know why.
Oh, I guess you can't leave your camp to go get us.
Yeah, that's also true. Oh, I'm not sure how to do it without, like, bringing attention to myself, because I could go around the inns and try to find you then, but... Shit. Sorry, I just don't want to wander around aimlessly again until I find them, but I'm not sure what to do, to be honest.
I mean, you can't find them till you look.
That's true. I'll wander around aimlessly.
Well, roll a perception check. We'll see how aimless it is. All right, that's not too bad. I guess for Circle and Baranor by association, like, what are y'all doing in, like, the ensuing day?
I think just waiting around because we don't want to miss getting paid.
Okay,
Bless you.
thank you. Like, are you just waiting at your inn, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, eventually, Lurio, well, actually, here, let me see, 1 second. Okay, so before Lurio gets there, Borden dips his head in, looking for y'all. Upon seeing you, he approaches. So, I heard you went on the mission and it didn't go well.
Well, there were losses, but otherwise it was successful.
Well, the mission report that I got my hands on said that on your way back to the war camps, Sergeant LR was just killed by some archer from a great distance. By some third-party force.
You should have seen the arrow.
We did confirm that the arrow does not belong to any Parshendi that we've come across so far. It just is strange. So I just wanted to ask you, before I pay you for your services, what's really happened?
I like think back for a moment and then say, "Oh, we went out as ordered, and the sergeant decided to split the team, but he was having less success than anticipated members. After that, it seems both teams ran into a Parshendi war group. Our side managed to eliminate the one we ran into, and the other side at least took some damages but repelled the Parshendi. And when we met back up to return, the sergeant was standing at the back, and arrow came when we weren't expecting. The sergeant fell. All we really had to go off of was the arrow and a few of our members glimpsing a archer in the distance.
He looks you over, and leans in and he says, "Was that all the strange stuff that happened?" And he gives you a very deep look.
I just try to stay completely blank face.
Oh, thank you. Go and roll for deception, and Baranor will back you up for it, so you gain advantage. Raise the stakes.
Woo!
Okay. Let's see. This is against Borden's cognitive. That is a success. And an opportunity. All right. It says, all right. I believe you. For whatever reason or another, we were attacked by some third force. Seeing a small contingent of soldiers must have created an opportunity for them to do some damage to us. The distance might be exaggerated, but still, what's happened happened. Sergeant LR was a friend of mine, and that's very unfortunate, but y'all did good work. And from what we corroborated from the other soldiers who were there, you did do your fair share of the work, so I've delivered for you your payment, and I'll add a little bit extra on top. He'll reach into his pocket and pull some extra spheres and put them in the bag and hand it off to you both. There you go. 30 spheres each.
And we're trying to claim payment worth 5 people.
5 people, you say?
You told us to bring more. There were 3 that we brought along from who we've previously met.
Well, my list of the people who attended includes 2 Sadius troops, 3 Kolin troops, LR, and both of you. So who exactly did you bring?
Those 2 Sadius troops are people we knew from before. And one of those Kolin troops we found with nothing to do, so we enlisted his help as well.
Well, then I'll make sure they get their payments. He smiles at you both, and then he turns and leaves.
I nod with a make sure that happens kind of face.
Baranor just kind of drops his head back over the edge of the seat and just is like, damn. I guess we should have figured that the
it was worth a
Alethi
try.
would keep a list.
So we got 30 spheres.
30 spheres.
More than doubled our net worth.
And for everyone else, 30 spheres eventually make their way to you.
Oh, snap.
You're welcome.
What kind? Just diamond marks.
Let me see. Loot. Details. Oh, let's see, that one's with 4. That one's 40. And to be fair, everyone else gets 20. I lied. Everyone gets a topaz brome.
Whoa.
And a ruby mark for both Baranor and circle on top of it. All right, so then Lurio, you managed to find Circle and Baranor.
Oh, there you guys are. He'll walk really close to them and whisper, has anybody come by to talk to you about what happened?
We look at each other and just nod.
I'm assuming everything went well from that.
Well enough.
Okay, phew. I was worried that something was gonna happen to you guys. I didn't want anything to happen.
Well, nothing yet.
Yeah, I would just be careful. I probably shouldn't have said something about the arrow, but I didn't know if he had enemies or something. Or, I don't know.
Well, we brought the body back with the arrow, so not saying anything would have been just as suspicious, if not more.
That's true.
In the Seattle.
Anyway, you should look forward to getting some extra spheres in the mail. We talked some more payment out of the one who hired us on for the rest of you.
Oh, thank you. He smiles really big. He didn't expect to get paid for this, to be honest.
We just nod. We thought it'd be fair if everyone got their fair share.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Baranor rolls his eyes in the background.
Well, if you aren't too busy in the coming days, I'd like it if you could keep an ear, see if you meet anyone named Liss or Tazo.
I'll make sure. I don't have anything to do for now, but I'll try to keep an eye out for that in an ear.
I appreciate it.
Of course, you guys seem like nice people.
I just nod. Yes, I am.
All right. Well, for the immediate future anyway, y'all are free to do as you wish. What would y'all like to do?
I'd like to begin the process of selling off the equipment, if that's advisable.
Yeah, you can do so. Considering everything that happened earlier, no one really checked you for anything, and so when you just have a bag of stuff, you can take them to the outer markets and sell them, and you get 100 marks.
Hell yeah. Any particular currency I should count that in? Or just like various?
I believe the easiest one would be
Sapphire Bro?
that one could work. Yeah.
I mean, that is 100.
Yeah. Or you could do 4 marks, sapphire marks.
Yeah, let's do 4 of the Sapphire mark. I'm surprisingly wealthy in this game, I think. I don't know how much stuff really costs.
Well, some good chainmail is like 100 and something marks, so.
Oof.
I won't call you wealthy, but I call you not broke. So Paris does that.
I'm trying to look for one of those two people.
Okay. How do you go about
I'll-
doing so?
I guess I'm just sort of asking around.
Okay.
Can I help with this?
Sure. I mean, you currently don't have anything you're supposed to be doing, so...
That's true.
Let's see here. Asking around, you guys come across some information. When you ask for trying to find someone down in here, you're directed to a Brightness Bettany. She's the scribe for High Prince Dalinar, and she fancies herself a librarian, or as near as you can get on the plains anyway. That would involve going to... It's weird that they have that section and then not where she is. The scribes span read, and you're given directions, which I don't think it's supposed to be listed this way, but that's how it is on the screen. Wink. Bettany's bunker. Oh, no, it's called Bettany's bunker. I see, I see. I misinterpreted the information here. She's a known people watcher and coordinates messages between the war camps. So, given that information, what do y'all do?
Guess I gotta go over there.
Yeah, I think talking to her will help.
I don't know
Okay.
if I'll be able to get a meeting.
You could try.
I can try.
So you guys just head over there?
Yeah. Would it? Do I know if it's like proper to like schedule a meeting or something beforehand?
Typically here in the war camps, especially when it comes to many of the scribes, they are kind of just open for whatever anyone is doing, so...
Okay, then I guess I'll just go over.
Okay. All right. So Lurio, Baranor, and Circle, y'all head over, and as you enter into the bunker, you find a light-eyed Alethi woman wearing a teal hava, busy at a desk covered with scattered books and paper notes. The sleeves of her safe hand is frayed from overuse, and her black hair is falling out of its pins. By the Almighty, she sighs. I hope you've come here with a new ruby or two. As you are met by Benny. She explains to
didn't
you
wanna-
that one of her span reeds is broken, but she can't take time away from her work to fix it herself. And there's far too much transcription to be done and far too many urgent messages to send.
How do we just gotta like, if we wanted to offer to help, would we just like bring it to someone who can fix it?
I mean, you can ask her. She's there.
I guess. Is there something we could do to help you with that?
Well, unless you know how to fix fabrials.
I look over at Florio.
Yeah.
All right, that gives me all the information I need. It seems a bit beyond the two of us.
Baronar does not seem to know much about crafting, though he does have some lore. What does he know about fabrials? Baranor, looking it over, understands the gist of what it would be, what needs to be done. He says, "Well, I think it would take a bit of a deft hand at it, but you could probably tweak this part here. You could attempt to fix the fabrial yourselves with a DC 14 crafting check."
Oh, I got a +2 to crafting.
You have more of a chance than I do.
What Baranor's crafting look like?
Baranor has a +3.
Better than. All right, I'm willing to help Baranor do this.
Okay. Baranor will try. I'm going to raise the stakes. And he'll get advantage on this. So, pretty good tests. All right. It takes a little bit of tweaking and some manipulation, but with a click of the ruby at the end of the span reed, it turns on. And Banor's like, there. Easy enough. He hands it back to Bethany, who seems very thrilled. She's like, okay, how can I help you? She runs a hand through her hair.
I'm looking for someone who might know or have information on one of two people. Someone named Liss, or there's another named Tazo.
I could help you. Though, Tazo's such a strange name. Definitely not a Lethe. But I am quite busy, as you can see, with all these missives and such. Though, if you deliver some messages for me in quick enough order, then I might be able to help.
I let out a sigh and look to everyone else to see if they're willing to do it with me.
Yeah, I guess.
I'll help.
Oh, good.
I
She
nod and
quickly grabs like an armful of missives and hands them each to you in chaotic order. Many of these need to be delivered in the next hour or two. Good luck. She gets back to work.
All right. I go to deliver them.
All right.
Gloria books it.
This is an endeavor. Y'all need to get 3 successes before 4 failures. So, how do you get these letters to who they belong to in the quickest order?
So she didn't like tell us who they are for, right?
Well, considering you're all men, she does.
Okay. I don't know, I feel like it might be easier to look for anyone vaguely related to these people to like pass off the message to them.
Okay. So what skill would you like to roll?
I don't know. Could I do athletics just to be like endurance? Keeping a nice pace as I go around,
You can.
finding everyone to deliver to. I'll go
You
with that.
can do so. Okay, that is a success. What about you, Luria? How are you delivering these letters?
He's booking it. He's using his athleticism to just go as fast as he can.
Okay, go ahead. All right.
No!
Moving at full speed, you run inevitably to many stops as people are busy in the war camps, as you know, this is a war, and getting to where you need to go is very difficult. So that's one failure. Baranor is going to try to make a deduction. He's going to see if he can figure out the best order to do this and do the play smart. And he does so. Finding the quickest order to things, he begins delivering letters. That's 2 successes, 1 failure.
I'm just gonna keep on my steady pace.
Can't use the same type of check twice in an endeavor.
Oh no. Okay.
Or at least not for this endeavor.
Then I will try to can I use deception to try and convince other people that I have orders to hand off messages that they need to deliver?
Yeah, you can. Go ahead. All right, you're very convincing, and you manage to hand off the remaining letters to a variety of people who go and help deliver them. All right. When you all get back, Bettany is utterly pleased as she says, "Thank you so much. You've really improved my day. I got this work done much faster than I could have done by myself. Here. You said it was Liss and Tazo?"
Yes, that's what they were.
Can any of you read glyphs? Baranor raises his hands like, "Yeah, I can." Good. She hands to Baranor a span reed. it's paired with hers. When I find some information, I'll deliver it to you through this. And I will add that to Baranor's character sheet. Also, you've done me all so much. If you need any of my help, always let me know. You have gained a favor with Bettany. So someone in your notes section on your character sheet, write that you got a favor with Bettany. That is going to be important. Details. This music is very unfitting. I need a curious playlist for this. All right. Well, no doubt your person of interest is doing their best to keep out of Colin's vigilant watch. You might have better luck with the miscreants at Aladar's gambling dens. If you have more academic concerns, you can go see Shansan at the Devotary of the Mines. But with that, she goes and begins working on trying to find these people for you. And it's not too long before you get a message on the span read with a potential tip. A Thalen menagerie owner won a strange chicken while gambling with a mysterious Shin traveler. Tazo seems to be a very Shin name, so maybe this will lead you in the right direction. And for those who are unfamiliar, Shin people, like your shin, like on your body, are from Shinovar, which is a strange nation to the far west that have all kinds of strange animals, including chickens. But all right, that's going to be it for this session. You guys gain a hint to where you need to look next. I'd recommend writing some notes down, or maybe you can just watch the end of the session later. But we'll go ahead and end it here as we are 5 minutes to 9.
Do we level up, Cam?
No.
Oh.
You won't level up till the end of the chapter.
Do we increase our way to our goals?
Maybe. Does anyone have any goals they think they got closer to?
Either Buddha said
Find
something.
bliss.
Oh, there it is.
Find lists. Yes, you gained 1 mark towards that.
Either transfer to Dalinar's army or become a ranking officer in an army.
Do you think you progress on any of those?
I mean, a position opened up for officers.
No.
Oh, that's true. Oh, no!
I don't think so.
Any other goals people think they progress to?
Probably not find a way out of this or looking for opportunities to do so.
That's fair. Okay. Yeah.
I did have one thing, if we don't mind doing like one thing before we go.
Sure.
I wanted to look because like the merchants are traveling merchants, right?
Yes.
Is there any that maybe have the arrows for sale, or maybe the one of the merchants would have knowledge of where this arrow may have came from?
Ah, that's an interesting question. Well, let's save that for next time.
Okay.
Keep that in mind, though. All right. I'll let y'all know you've somewhat drastically not deviated. Some things have happened in a very strange order for this particular campaign. So for anyone who's watching up until this point, which we have a good amount of viewers for, yeah, this is going to be seen very different, and that's because I'm trying to string things together to make sense for how the game overall started off. I think we're doing good. I think we're on the right track. But yeah, some interesting things have happened. I don't know, any personal kudos anyone wants to give anyone this session, just for funsies?
Good bravery on you, marching straight up to a fucking shard blade. I was like,
It's true.
nah.
Jesus Christ, man.
I'm gonna wait for an opportunity, but if they don't present
think we could
themselves,
take him.
I'm just gonna throw my dagger at this guy.
I think we could have taken him if he wasn't a little wuss and running away.
I hit him.
Dude was literally a truth watcher, dog. That they got the healing powers.
He ran from us because he knew he couldn't take us.
Sure.
No other reason. He didn't hit me once.
Also, I did
It's
hit
true.
him.
He did try.
He tried.
Because I'll
I
let
was
you know,
impressed with how unscathed I came out of that fight.
Yeah, there was a very good chance. Well, to be fair, for you, it would have been a bit less of a problem, but he very easily could have killed you there.
Yeah. As soon as you asked for it, I was like, I super wouldn't want to give up my rock.
No, I of course you
He
wouldn't.
wouldn't kill me for this, would he? Yeah.
To be fair, I had contingencies just in case that would have caused y'all some problems.
Yeah. I believed in your contingencies. That's why I fought so fervently.
But yeah, that is honestly, I kind of like how it panned out versus like how it originally happens in the game, because I'll let you know, you're not supposed to fight that man till much later.
Oh,
That makes sense.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I was like, if I didn't convince the Spren to stay with me, this wouldn't have happened.
It's true. Which is funny.
Now we have a goal.
Now
we
it's
gotta
like
kick
fate.
Guy's butt.
That's true. I'm so sad Alex missed this, because this was a really cool moment.
you're just gonna add the goal, find out where the arrow came from.
Nah, you won't need to.
Oh, okay.
Goals should be like personal to your character, not necessarily the plot.
It's potentially personal to my life.
But yeah, I don't know. How'd y'all feel the session went? How'd you like speaking the words, Slug?
Oh, that part was so cool.
That was fun. I loved launching myself into the air, like knock myself unconscious from fall damage.
But to be fair, you were successful.
It's true.
And to be fair, You know, I'll give you some good kudos. Like, you had some really good moments here, especially talking with LR afterwards.
Thank you. Honestly, it's kind of hard playing characters like I don't want to speak the words, I don't want this bond, and I want to play around with these powers so much.
Yeah. But I don't know. How'd y'all, because I'll let you know you weren't supposed to fight that guy there, as I said before, but how'd y'all like that battle?
It was interesting. I really liked it. It felt like any bad roll could kill us, and we just happened to be doing really well.
Yeah, that was scary.
You know, it turned really cinematic too. I really like the powers he had, because like just flinging Lurio out of there and trapping Circle in the stone. Like, I could see that in my mind. I really wish
I
Baranor
successfully disarmed him of the spread.
You did, but unfortunately, he just has a ridiculous amount of action economy.
Damn bosses.
Yeah. And to be fair, there was really no way he was not gonna get out of there. It's just whether or not he needed to kill y'all first.
Yeah.
I really wish Alex was here, because I wanted to know what Baranor saw in those visions.
Yeah.
You just gotta have flashbacks to it now when he's around.
And I gotta ask Devin, like, how'd you feel about that shard blade in front of you during that scene?
I had a general idea if that was a bad, oh no, don't let that oopsie daisy hit you.
Yeah. Because, like, everyone else who's read the book, that's like, oh, fuck, that's a shard blade. So I was doing my best to try to express to you how deadly shard blades are.
And honestly, there was a potential for Paris to just like bolt out of there, but he generally thinks that these people are competent, and so if there had been an opportunity to capitalize on, he would have utilized it. But if any of you started dying, he was out of there.
Yeah.
He wasn't gonna risk his life for it.
Well, to be fair, in the lore, no, at this point in time, no person has been able to take out, like, one-on-one a person in, like, full shard plate and shard blade. Shard blade, it's a little bit easier, especially if they are wearing just normal armor, but even then, like, shard blades are known for cleaving through the battlefields, literally, like killing 3 men with a single blow.
I mean, in book 1, 2 swipes take out 20 people.
Yeah. And shard plate, for you, Devin, specifically, think of it as power armor.
And no one knows about anyone successfully beating them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, like, shard plate is, like, full-on power suit. Like, you can jump further, you can lift more. Shard plate is really sick. And a shard bearer is someone who has either a blade or armor.
I see.
Because that term will come up. But, yeah. That guy was supposed to be really scary for y'all. You're definitely not capable of fighting someone with a shard blade at this point. But like I said, he was not threatened by you guys enough to worry about anything. You guys, even with the hits that you managed to get on him, didn't even do a quarter of his HP. And also, his regenerative abilities are crazy. So, but it was a good moment because you will end up finding him and fighting him again at some point in the future, and this moment will make that moment more interesting.
Spoilers.
Well, I said it before.
Yeah, and I thought it then.
Oh. I mean, it's pretty obvious. But I am curious. What are y'all thinking about the? What do you all think is happening?
I know slightly more than some people, than actually everyone here. So like, I know what's going on, kind of more in depth with that blade. So like, I don't know.
I think it's like a group of Radiants with Spren who are super against humans because of the betrayal forever ago, and they're now trying to stop Radiants from back. Something like that.
And I'll let you know. It's like even with everything you know, you don't know.
I know I don't know, but I know more than these people.
Yeah, but I would say by as far as you've read, not by that much, to be honest.
I think it was Alicia.
True.
What?
This random nobody suddenly joins the party. I don't know.
I don't trust this. Somebody kill this guy.
True.
I did favors for you guys.
You did nothing for me.
Yeah, you nearly failed your favor to me.
Almost doesn't count.
They're kind of
though.
convincing me.
No!
He hasn't even said Gancho once. You sure he's a real Herdazian?
Yeah, that's true. Where's the Ganchos?
True. Doesn't consider us his cousins.
I didn't see your dramatic fall to your knees for your sergeant. You knew he was dying.
Wow. I can't believe you guys.
I gotta say, like, normally at this point in the campaign, you guys would
Call
know a
cousin, or
lot.
we're done.
Normally, you guys would know a lot more than you currently do. So it's really interesting trying to, like, weave this together somehow.
Can't believe Cam's hiding so much from us.
I'm not trying to.
This fucking guy.
But it would be a lot of information your characters would have had no way of knowing.
Hey, Bridgemen are well connected, famously.
Kind of? Not really? Depends on
There
what
wasn't
bridge
any
crew.
there wasn't any sarcasm in that statement at all.
It's really hard to tell through the garbling.
He's nuts.
Got him. But that's gonna be it for us. Thank y'all so much for watching. I'm so hyped to be playing the Cosmere. I think a lot of it is pretty fun. I think the combat is interesting, and it'll get more interesting later level. We're only at level 2 currently, so. But I think it's good, and I think the story, the weird twists and turns I've had to throw in to make everything kind of make sense, I think has been good. I think the party now has a legit reason to pursue what they should be pursuing. So, but with that, we'll go ahead and say goodnight.
Right.
Good night.
Nighty night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.